Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 8 a.m. Coffee. This is a special performance art episode where Paul is getting his hair done at Saints and Sailors Barbershop. And I'm sitting here trying to remember the last time I got a haircut, which has probably been years ago. You know what I'm really jealous of, though, is like just the feeling of someone else touching my hair, give me a little massage, a little shampoo, a little wax for my unibrow, that sort of thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and share this and see if we get anybody in the chat. That's Saints and Sailors Barbershop, by the way. Paul Moody. Okay, and I think we're in business now. Check. Looking good. Sounding good. Man, that's already looking a lot better. I've seen Paul without a hat almost every day for about 5 weeks now, and it's a little rough. I'm thankful to not have hair, so it's a very consistent look all the time. So if you're out there in the world, what have you been up to lately? Have you gotten your haircut yet? Have you been to your favorite Mexican restaurant and not exercised social distancing? Because I have seen a whole lot of that. How's your food truck going? Thumbs up for good food truck. Oh, you really can hear me. Nice. No pressure. Man, that looks like it feels nice. I'm gonna do a little ASMR episode over here of how I think that feels. Just checking back in with everybody. Caleb Rogers, how are you doing this morning? What is going on out there on the internet, out there in the world? By the way, if you need a haircut, you should schedule it at Saints and Sailors Barbershop. It's one long ad, and it looks scary with the masks. Do you feel scared or do you feel good about it? Thumbs up for good. I mean, I figured. Caleb Rogers is good, laying in his bed. Caleb, do you need a haircut? Oh, he already got his. Sorry, folks. Where was your haircut, Caleb? He says he got the gangsta look. I wonder. Oh man, who gave us an angry face? I think this is gonna spark a little controversy for people who are not ready to get back out into the world. But we'll see. I would love to hear your opinions. Also, what is a gangsta look? I'm going to Google that and see. Maybe I shouldn't Google that. I don't know. If I have any say in this, I would love for Paul's hair to be... Ooh, look at that guy. I would love for Paul's new look to be sort of a 90s gangster rap kind of haircut. What am I doing? I don't know what that's the sign for. See, that to me looks like it could be either keep talking or just shut up. So I know it's definitely one of those two things. But to answer your question, what I'm doing, Paul and I have been doing this 8 a.m. Coffee podcast since, I guess, the beginning of March or so. And then when the whole quarantine hit, we started doing this every day, which was super fun. for a while until it was 6 days a week, and then things started to kind of open back up, and Paul's doing the food truck thing only a little bit. Where's the coffee? The coffee has already been drank, and I don't want to leave my post at this point because it's I left it in the bathroom. Sorry. It's Kroger coffee, by the way. It's nothing fancy, but I am getting a delivery soon from Golden Roast. Super excited. Paul and I both are going to get some Golden Roast coffee coming up here soon. His is pre-ground because he's a scrub, and mine is going to be whole bean because I didn't put garlic in my grinder or whatever Paul does with his grinder to make herbs and spices. But yeah, what kind of coffee are you all drinking out there? Is it black? Is it creamy? Is it more cream than coffee? What's the sugar content? Are you healthy? Are you a yerba mate kind of person? Are you a green tea? Earl Grey? Dunkin', come on. I'm gonna be over here dunking on Dunkin'. What about Starbucks? You know, Paul makes a good point about buying coffee from Starbucks, that you're still supporting local people, even though it is a, it's a big corporation. They seem to be treating their employees well. If you're a Starbucks kind of person, give me an angry face in the chat. If you are a Dunkin' kind of person, give me a wow face. Okay, this is really specific. We've got a 0 sugar butter pecan syrup and almond milk. Butter pecan syrup. And then also Starbucks burns their coffee and it tastes nasty. I'm going to be honest with you. Ooh, don't touch your face, Paul. I mean, I guess you have a mask on, but ooh, that was worrisome. I'm worried for your health. Did you wash your hands? Head down. Your eyes are closed. Are you falling asleep? Paul told me that normally when he gets his hair cut and stuff, gosh, that looks nice, that he normally falls asleep. So it's a miracle that he's still awake and with us. By the way, let's just talk about Saints and Sailors for a second. What a cool look. What a cool part of town. I'm going to tag him over here. Also, how would you rate the episodes where it's both of us talking versus just me talking? Give me like a 1 to 1,000 rating. I like a lot of wiggle room in there. Saints and Sailors. It says temporarily closed on Google, by the way. Can somebody get Dawn and tell them to fix that? It's probably a Google problem, though. But I'm still going to put your website on here. There you go. A lone sad face with happy face. Yeah. There you go. Saints and Sailors Barbershop. Masterful. Do I have to keep talking, or can I just let this happen? Your alfalfa sprout's gone. Some nice fade going on there. A little texture tool. When I did used to get my hair cut, Paige Howell would do it. Shout out. And the texture scissors always felt like they were pulling my hair. So maybe it's her fault that I went bald. You know, maybe she pulled them all out by the root or something. Oh, Adeem Bingham in the chat. How's it going, Adeem? We had Mr. Adeem on just a few days ago. How are you feeling, sir? How are you doing this morning? Paul says hi. I guess I should be speaking for Paul throughout me. There he is, Adim Bingham. Adim, if you would like to join again and play a song about Paul getting his hair cut, we can absolutely make that happen. And we would love to see your porch again. It's a nice porch. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Adim was Adim's dad. And we need to call Adim Little Deem. Or your old pal Deemy. Also, Adim has a song out called, not Quarantine Days. Oh, help me out. What's it called? What's the other word for what's going on right now? No, not haircut. I mean, there are a lot of haircuts going on. Pandemic Days. There it is. It's a good one. Who's out there playing Animal Crossing this early in the morning? Anybody? Anybody? Plandemic Days. Director's cut. There you go. You got it. Has anyone heard from Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks doing all right out there? What about George Stephanopoulos? He apparently had the COVID and never showed any signs. I shouldn't talk about that, should I? What else is going on in the world today? I have been enjoying the coverage on murder hornets and the fact that everyone's talking about them like they're actually going to murder you. Apparently they're not, just for the record. And that has been our segment on murder hornets. It's a new thing. I give it about 5 more minutes and, we'll see if anyone joins. And if not, we'll cut things off. But hey, Saints and Sailors Barbershop. If you're needing a little trim, not for the beard, but just for the up top. Do you want to see what mine's got going on here? Oh, no, that's all you get. It's not good. It's a receding hairline and a cul-de-sac. Does Saints and Sailors sell anything that can help me regrow hair? I've heard from most people that that's like not actually possible unless you do the, take hair from like the back of your leg and put it up top. Which sounds strange, by the way. That's very different hair for me. I would show you, but it's a lot of trouble. Plugs, that's what it's called. But again, probably not going to do it. Not from that area. Maybe the top of my foot. What do you think about that, Paul? Yeah, biotin, I've also heard that doesn't work. Biotin mostly just makes my fingernails grow extra fast, so I have to cut them every 3 days to make sure I can still play guitar in a fairly mediocre way. Unlike Adim Bingham, who can play the heck out of a guitar. He's a good one. He's one of the good ones. By the way, Adim is going to be in South Knox tomorrow. Is that correct? Doing a few personalized performances and beer deliveries. Yeah, see? You do a lot of nail clipping because of the biotin. That's how it happens. But, so far it is not regrowing my hair. We'll see. If anyone knows anything about hair regrowth, please get in that chat. Do I need to just get some like off the market HGH? I'll get some big muscles that way too. No, Donnie, that's not an RE320. This is a Procaster. You know, like a third of the price. It looks cool though, doesn't it? What do you think of my mic, Paul? Oh, see you later, Paul. Dude, that looks good. Man, if you want some pro level hair trimming, looking good, Saints and Sailors. Yeah. Paul will be with me in just a moment. I want to know who gave the 3 angry faces. We ran the gamut of... let's just give the rundown here. 1 thumbs up, 2 hearts, 2 hearts, 2 of hearts. Hot Rod shout out. We've got 4 laughy crying faces. We have 5 wow faces, I guess. We've got a crying face and then 3 angry faces. And I just want to know who's out there angry. Don't hide behind your emojis, you know? Let's get out in front of this. We've got Adim in the chat. So far, this is conceptually a fantastic but logistically lacking episode. What does logistically lacking mean? Oh, sad face. If you can give me some more insight into that, maybe we can improve our content for future episodes. There's another angry face. Crying laughing is winning though, so I think that means that we're winning. Jeez, a Pete. Adam Kennedy out there, how's the coffee cart going? I would love some actual coffee, by the way. I know I've said it before on the podcast, since we have very, very many faithful listeners who are tracking with me here. I've been drinking SodaStream with the energy mix in it. Tastes like Red Bull. Goes down like Red Bull. Doesn't taste great. Very brown. Highly recommend pouring your energy drinks into a glass to see what color they are. What's going on out there? Who else is getting their hair cut this morning? What's that on the counter over there? Is that diapers? There's a lot going on. And we're back. Mahalo Coffee. Keep that mask on. Ooh. People are going to give you some hell if you touch your face one more time. The good salons do what?
That's my boy, Spence. All right, hey.
Spence. It's a cool shot, too. Who are you paying over there? Hey, is Donnie at the shop right now? Sorry, Donald. Nobody knows him as Donnie anymore. It's Donald.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Chilling, living that man's life.
You look great. I want one of those Saints and Sailors masks.
Yeah.
What do you think, Paul? You dig it? It's a nice fade. I wish I had enough hair to do a fade straight into my beard. I wonder, Paul, back in the day, did you look like Drake? You You got that hair like up top in the beard. Makes you
Oh,
kind of
dude,
look
I had
like.
to shave my beard. It sucked.
Hey, it's a Procaster, by the way.
Oh, it's a Procaster, not a 320?
No, I love it. It sounds a lot like it, but
It
you
looks
know,
a lot like in those 320s. And
yeah.
that wasn't a typo. That wasn't a typo. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't even see it. Perfect.
I did it special just for this episode.
I'm trying to make sure I've still got all your future appointments on here. I'm trying to relearn the system
Stay
right
healthy
now.
out there, everybody.
I'll be back in just a second, man.
And we're back.
I'm not sure if we do or not. Yeah, probably. Check it out. What are we doing? Can we do Tuesday?
Saints and
How you
Sailors
feeling,
needs like a
man?
mascot. You need like a animal in there.
Earliest as possible. I'm smiling, I promise.
You're smiling with your eyes. I can tell. That's how you know it's real.
Yeah, do that.
Don Richardson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what are we close on June 2nd for?
Adeem, the good salons do what? What are you talking
Okay,
about?
take the first thing on June 2nd. I think I gotta open up the books. Yeah, no problem, man.
I think they're doing a good job. This was actually me doing a
Vince,
review
thanks,
of
man. Thanks, bro.
how Saints and Sailors is doing social distancing, keeping a mask on. Are we changing out gloves? What am I, health inspector?
Thanks, man. Yeah, dude. See ya.
I can't believe I've been talking for 20 minutes. I don't actually enjoy the sound of my own voice. I mean, it's okay. I don't hate it. Man, it looks nice to just be outside somewhere that's not at my house.
Dude.
Or my neighborhood. How was it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Feel great?
What I needed. Yeah.
Cool. You want to keep going, document your car ride home?
Yeah, just give me a second, all right?
Let's do it.
We'll do it the most inappropriate thing that we can do ever.
Oh. This is not safe.
You got me now?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Somebody talking to me about safety right now? I'm in the Rona.
What, do you mean me? I was talking to you about safety.
Oh, what kind of safety, man?
Oh, just being safe.
I'm always safe. Hey, what have you been talking about?
Nothing.
Dude, I know this sounds really crazy, but getting the back of my neck shaved is like
Heavenly.
I feel like somewhat normal right now.
Yeah.
I also
good.
I had to run out of there because Spencer would try to I don't know if he would this time because I try to over tip him.
Yeah.
A lot.
Does he try to give it back or something?
He has, and legitimately, I tipped him like 3 times what I normally try to tip him.
Nice.
Just now.
Nice.
So I was running away. Oh no! Where'd you go, Asher? Where'd you go? Oh,
You're
there
big
you are.
S.
Oh.
Superman. Skype mode. There we go.
This thing's supposed to make it safer for me to drive.
Yeah. What do you think?
All I think it does with my phone is completely make it even more illegal. Right there. Hey, I'll just leave you right there.
I could see that.
Oh man, dude, it's 8:30, 8:34. So usually that takes a good 20 minutes longer, man. I'm in there for like an hour, right? Mainly because they're not allowed to shave me right now.
Right.
Which sounds really weird to say, but yeah. Hey, how do you like the behind the steering wheel view right now?
It's cool. It looks like we're doing some kind of show. I don't know. I mean, I guess we are doing some kind of show, but
oh, like a television show?
Yeah. It looks like you're going to pick people up and ask them trivia questions and then like give them money, like your cash cab or something.
I'm cash cab. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I am going to roam the streets of my old neighborhood, though. Well, not my old neighborhood, but where I used to hang out.
What's your old
Um,
neighborhood? Is it in North Knox?
well, I have a lot of old neighborhoods,
Sure,
but
sure.
the one where I went to school here is
Oh, you went to
on
Fulton.
Fairmont. Yeah, I went to
Yeah,
Fulton.
yeah.
But like the original Friezo I'm passing right now, man, they've done a lot of stuff out here in North Knox. They've
Yeah.
like everything's a bike lane now, which I think everything's always been a bike lane. They put like
Depending on who you
place,
ask.
yeah, like they're fixing it up like nice out here.
Yeah.
Like I'm not upset about this at all.
I love it.
Three Rivers right here.
Do you all do like
So yeah,
Happy Holler with the food truck?
we have. I mean, like it just depends on who asks us to come.
Yeah,
You know,
sure, sure.
the thing about it is usually like a bar or a brewery will come in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then all of a sudden, brick and mortar comes out, and then you're just kind of whatever. But I mean, like here's like Central Fillings right there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Which I don't know when they're going to be able to reopen, which kind of honestly sucks a little bit.
yeah. Feel you.
Now we don't go to Central that much, but for the guys that do, man, that's like some of their bread and butter right there. However, I'm going to tell you right now, dude, no joke. Neighborhoods are where it's at right now, food truck world.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah,
So is it all because Adim and I were talking about that idea of having some live music a few feet away from the food truck in the neighborhood?
hmm
Is that all legal? Is it like allowed right now?
yeah.
That's cool.
As long as everybody stays distant,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Just gotta follow the
Part
rules,
of
right?
yeah. I'm not gonna name drop on the air because I don't want to. I don't. I haven't asked them if I could.
I
Let's
feel
start
you.
off with that.
I feel you.
But man, and even though I don't have kids this age, and even though you don't have kids, I think we can all feel this right now. Have you seen the whole Knox County high school graduation thing going on?
No, what's going on?
So they're gonna have them do graduation, social distancing, nobody allowed except for the high school graduate a week before Knox County schools are supposed to start, right?
Okay.
Which leads to so many questions,
You mean like in
right?
August?
Yeah, well, like in like the last
July?
week of July,
Okay.
which leads to the first question, which is, one, if that's what they're doing, how are they even going to let school back in?
Good
Like if
point.
they're social distancing like crazy.
Right.
Well, shout out to the Mill and Mine and Taco Taco. I'm driving past them right now.
Ooh, you
I'm
in
doing
that
like a little cruise in Knoxville right
cool
now. I
part of the
like
old city,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. And then these brand new buildings at the Riga Square, right across from Southern Railway. Our friend Ryan Reed and did a little photo shoot there at a wedding I catered for Mr. Logan Hankins. Oh, dude, I don't
Oh
like
yeah.
this.
I
I
remember
don't
that
like this
guy.
at all. Hold on, let's see if I can somewhat act illegally here. I think me being on my phone like this is just illegal enough, don't you?
I think well, I mean if you're not touching it, I think it's okay to have it on. I think the headphones are what's illegal. Somebody report this man. Call 911.
Yeah, report me.
He's at Jackson and Central.
Gay.
I don't know where you are.
Gay. I'm at Jackson Gay Street.
Jackson and Gay Street. There it is.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, I lost the
Check,
connection.
check. Do you have a pop socket? Who doesn't have a pop socket? I mean, who's out there not playing Pokemon Go right now? Mine actually fell off. Very unfortunate. Next time. Hey, Paul. If you want me to sing a song, you have to donate to our Patreon. Make sure you take care of your family first, but you can go to patreon.com/8amcoffee, and we will give half of everything that we receive as donations to Second Harvest Food Bank. Let me post about that. 8 a.m. Coffee. Coffee. Somebody hasn't had his coffee. Oh, man. What's going on out there while we're waiting for old Paul to come back? I'm not worried about a little dead space. I'm not worried about a little silence now and then. You know? Sometimes it's what you need. Even as an extrovert. Where are my ambiverts out there, by the way? Who's dead center? Right in the middle. Dead center sounds like a metal band. Balcampia? I don't know about Balcampia. Might be a little bit. But you can stay pretty well distanced out there in the nature of the Coker house. I don't know if we're getting Paul back. We'll see. I haven't seen Tiger King literally at all, but apparently I'm supposed to ask you, how are all you cats and kittens doing? I don't like it. Doesn't have a good ring to it. It's just me and an advertisement for Skype over there. Slowly devolving into madness. I'm also doing a lot of things on my computer while I'm doing this, so maybe I shouldn't. We'll give it just a couple more minutes. Who's out there? What have you been up to, especially since reopening? What are you excited about getting back to? Have you accepted the fact that it's going to be a new normal and not really the old normal? Do you think it's all conspiracy? Did you watch that one YouTube video that everyone is apparently taking as fact? Spoiler alert, I don't think it's fact necessarily. I don't think it's all fiction. Look, I think Tyler Stooksbury pointed out that there was a time where everyone said conspiracies are just conspiracies, But I've gotten into conspiracy talk without you, but now people hear about conspiracies and they're like, I don't know, maybe it's true. Anyway, back to you, Paul.
Oh, sorry. I don't even know what happened, man. I just started going down Gay Street, and then all of a sudden my phone like lost connection.
Oh, I see. Did you know
Hey,
there's like an underground gay street?
yeah. Do you know why?
Yeah. No.
Why?
You
Okay.
think you're
So do
better
you know
than
why
me?
there's a giant statue of a rowboat on Gay Street?
Yeah, because it used to be a river.
No, because the Tennessee River used to flood, and people used to row their boats up and down Gay Street.
It sounds
So
awesome, by
there's
the way.
actually still a law on the books that it's illegal to row your boat down Gay Street.
We should
So,
try.
but
Just see if we get arrested.
they raised to the street level, is what happened. So.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I
That's cool.
remember. Yeah, yeah. Hey, so high school graduations, right? So
Yeah.
they're a week before school lets in. They're trying to do high school graduations, but they're not letting parents or anyone else attend. Like nobody can attend. Like
Wow.
nobody. Yeah. So
Wow.
parents are obviously at an uproar. I kind of understand it, right?
What, the uproar or the distancing?
No, the wanting to be there. I mean, like that's a pretty big deal. I'm okay with like, all right, your extended family and all these people can't come, but like your guardian and like your parents and all that. Like, I get wanting to be there for this accomplishment, right? So, um, well, I reached out to somebody I know in county government, right? and who works really closely with our county mayor,
Uh-huh.
and asked, hey, because I actually suggested it to one of my friends who had been he has been bombing them with letters, right?
Whoa.
Hey, not legitimately, not mail
Dang.
bombing,
Are they
but
okay?
like as in like sending a bunch of
Is
letters.
this like an anthrax scare?
No, no, and said, why don't they have it? Like old school graduations. Why don't they have it at high school football fields,
Yeah.
right?
Nice and
Which
spread out.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like everybody can be away from each other, social distanced.
Yeah. Sure.
Like
Sure.
even if you're like, hey, parents, you can come, but you can only sit with your family and you have to, you two can be together or four or whatever it looks like, or three or one, or I don't know that I'm not getting into any of that. But, spread out, 6 feet apart because every school has a high school football stadium, right?
I think so.
Uh, right. Okay. Except for maybe like the STEM academy,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
And if it and they can borrow, a different, like they can just ask to come to somebody's football field, like
Yeah.
West
Absolutely.
or Fulton or whatever's close to them, right? Well, I sent that to them, and they said, well, the original plan was to have it at a football stadium. However, they still don't want parents to attend. And I was like, are you like,
Why?
I get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is.
I could see that
Um,
being way too many people though. Like if you had that many kids and then parents are allowed to attend, what if they
well,
bring additional family even if they're told not to,
right. Like, so like when, because now all the high schools graduate in Thompson Bowling Arena, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
what I did. I'm pretty sure.
that is not what I did, but yes, that is what is the new norm is for all these graduations to be scheduled one on top of another at Thompson Bowling.
Mhm.
I actually, when I told my friend, I was suggesting Neyland Stadium at first,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Because it was like, hey, that'd be pretty cool, like, hey, I graduate, even if you're not into football like you are, but like, hey, I
Dude, I'm
graduated high
into
school here,
football.
huh?
I don't know why you're trying to pigeonhole me as a football hater. I love football.
I'm not saying you're a hater. I'm saying you're just not yay sports.
I
All
hate
right.
it.
Okay. So, but like, I know it sounds really like cliche and weird, but all I could think of was the movie Son-in-Law,
Uh-huh.
where they were graduating at the high school
Right.
on the football field. I was like, yeah, that's what I can see happening. No, but I mean, like, it's outdoors, like it's not like contained air, all that. I just think there's a solution to make all parties happy, to be
Yeah,
a win-win,
for
you know?
sure.
And you can't tell a kid, hey, you can only invite two people, because then you end up in situations like ours
Yeah, you
where
need to invite four people.
yeah, like, I think four is max, because, well, what if you have, you know, step parents, or even, like, and but you also can't say, hey, you can only invite your parents up to four people, kind of thing, because like you just got to make it like one rule across the board,
Yeah.
right? Like everybody's got like, hey, you're allowed to come, you can invite four people, right?
Right.
And what that would allow is the parents that are in traditional families where their parents are still married, right? If they wanted to invite a grandparent or their brother or sister to come or something like that. Because I also understand the whole, I want my brothers and sisters to come.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
dude, you get into our situation, right? And that's just like, you've got to put a cap on it somewhere. And this is speaking from somebody that's got a lot of kids too. But also, like, I've seen people, oh, it's no big deal, get over it. And it made me think about how things aren't a big deal to you unless you're going through it. And if
True.
you're not going
True.
through it, a lot of people are like, oh, just get over it, you'll be fine. Well,
Yeah.
in the moment, this kind of sucks, Like I've got friends whose kids are graduating high school, like student ministry, all that. Like it sucks, man. I mean, they've already lost prom. They've already lost, a whole bunch of other things like superlatives. Is that what
Sure.
that,
Yeah,
like,
superlatives.
like,
And
yeah,
like
like the
homecoming and
dinners, and
stuff, right? Well, that's in the fall, isn't it?
that's in the fall. But
You're
I mean,
right, I'm
like,
not a
even
sports fan.
prom, right? Like, so when we talk about like prom,
Yeah,
this is where I talk about being the church, right?
sure, sure.
Like, especially with our church, I've already suggested it 7 times, and I'm going to keep suggesting it until we do it. Like, we have a big enough space to have a prom in our sanctuary. Like, we could clear the chairs out. We've got a music system. We could have prom at
Right.
our church.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, no problem. No problem. None at all. Like, we could do prom Friday nights. No problem. And just make it like, anybody's invited. Also, on a ministry standpoint, it gives people a chance to come to church that normally wouldn't, right?
True,
But
true.
it's not about churchy stuff. It's
Well,
about
do you think
prom.
do you think they would actually stay distance though? Because like high school
That's the
kids
thing.
one, and
Yeah.
then church kids two. Those are like the ones that want to
No,
make out the most.
I don't. I don't think they will. But what it needs to become is like, even if it's 2021,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even if it's a year from now, like, hey, come to prom. This is for you guys, kind of thing. Because honestly, like, it's gotta. I don't know. It just sucks.
Yeah.
It just really sucks.
Yeah, and like those kids that are going to college, they're not even having like the normal college experience. Because what I was just thinking was like, what if those kids go to college and then they're like, what, I'm going to go back to my high school for prom or
Right.
all that? But, they're already having such a strange experience that I can't even imagine that. All that to say, I think it would be cool to at least schedule something like that and be like, hey, we're trying to show you
Yeah.
show you that we care and we want to make sure that you get this
Yeah.
cool experience. Like I hated prom, and you're right, I don't like sports, but those things are so important to so many people. Like,
Right.
let's do it.
I had a good time at prom. I had a really good time at prom. I liked prom.
I actually ended up having a good time, but
My, the date I took won't talk to me and still has blocked me on Facebook, and I've been blocked for now 24 years. She has not spoken to me.
you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Same.
I actually saw her at our high school reunion, and I was like, hey, can we finally be okay? Like, you're married and have kids. I'm married. I have kids. Like we're obviously successful humans and, like, decent human beings, both of us, and blah blah blah.
She
And I was
just
like,
like not respond.
I was like, are we cool? And she said, we're as cool as we ever was, and we're as cool as we're ever going to be. And I was like, I don't even know what I did. Like, I don't even know what I did. She did throw a shoe at my head and break a sliding glass door
Oh, that
behind my
was
head.
that girl. I got you.
Yeah, that's that girl. Same girl. Same girl.
Makes sense. It makes sense then. The girl that
Yeah.
I went, I don't think we would be on bad terms. We definitely haven't spoken in at least,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many years, but I did realize we're not friends on Facebook anymore. A couple years ago, I was like, huh. It wasn't my doing, so I was like, I wonder if she's mad. But then I didn't care that much. So
when I went to Carnes, right?
Carnes.
Carnes for that 1 year. And this was, I'm amazed at how few, like, dances there are now in high school.
Oh
Like, when
yeah,
I went to school, there was like one, like, every month, kind of thing.
interesting.
Yeah, now there's like two, and that's it. You got
Just
homecoming, you got prom, and that's
prom.
it.
We had an 8th grade
And
dance. Did you have 8th grade dance?
I think I did.
It's not high
But
school,
we had, again, in middle school, we had dances like every month. Like, it was just, but I was a sophomore in high school. I wasn't into really dating or like anything like that. But I had a friend of mine who I ended up working with years later, and her husband is one of our friends as well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they're married and we're friends and all that. And he was like, "Hey, Paul, I need to tell you, it's really weird." Sorry, my battery's low.
Oh, you good?
He said, "Paul, I need to tell you, it's really weird. We were going through pictures the other day, and there are quite a few pictures of you and my wife at all these dances together. What is that about?" And I'm like, "Dude, we're just friends, man. Like, we just don't want to go alone." Like, it was like, seriously, like, high five. Let's take a picture. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we had a good time though. I loved high school. I didn't love it. I liked it, but when I
Yeah,
was gone, I was glad to be gone.
same. Like I definitely didn't hate it, and I had enough friends who were like, uh, like I was not obsessed with academia necessarily, but I did want to make good grades. But then I had enough friends who were kind of like, screw it, it doesn't matter, that I ended up having fun my junior and senior years. One of my friends, like I think I mentioned this to you before, he climbed through the ceiling and of one of the
Oh yeah,
classrooms and then like set up a TV and like a mattress in there so he could just go chill. So I had friends
that's.
like that.
I filled the foyer of our high school with McDonald's play balls. That
Amazing.
was probably my, yeah.
Man, we
And
did.
then,
I don't even remember our senior prank. Was that like senior prank material?
yeah.
The
I also like I got away with a lot because I made straight A's.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like so nobody actually thought I did anything like mischievous, but no,
Little did
I
they
was that
know.
kid. So, no.
Well, the freshman, the year that I was a freshman, the seniors that year put milk from the milk cartons into spray bottles like early in the first semester, and then during the second
Oh,
semester they sprayed the entire school, and like it just smelled like vomit everywhere. Really, really good
yeah,
prank, but it was terrible
yeah.
for everyone.
I was all about doing pranks that wouldn't like cause damage
Yeah,
or cleaning material. Like it would cause time to be cleaned up, but
yeah.
not
This was
like
one of those for sure.
well, so like in culinary school, you know how people always put soap in the fountains, right? Like
Yeah,
the water fountain. Well, those cost like tens of thousands of dollars to like replace that pump, right? And that's what
right.
soap does; it ruins it. So instead, we just put 1,000 rubber duckies in it. Like we just put rubber duckies in the fountain. Like that was fun.
Yeah, I like
So,
that.
um, no, actually, what's funny is we're talking about report cards. Be careful what you tell your children, right? So I have been under the impression because my father told me all he ever did was make straight A's and all he did was ever make good grades, and I was expected to do it as well. Well, going through all the stuff, I finally got to like some photo albums and stuff of my dad about a week ago, right?
Hmm.
And lo and behold, his report cards are in there. So if anybody ever wants to talk about the D he got in Latin, I'm more than happy to talk about it because he is not as studious as he says he was
Ooh,
in his freshman year of high school.
nice. Fake it
Now
till
the
you
rest
make
of
it,
them
though.
were the rest of them were A's, but like his freshman year, they were all C's and D's. I'm like, what is this garbage, right? So yeah, he made a D in Latin, which is funny because he made me take Latin. So he was like, "You're gonna take Latin." That was back in the day where I like listened to people and stuff.
Sure, sure.
This is a cool little shot here. My steering wheel shot, except for my phone won't stay put up anywhere.
You need that pop socket, I'm telling you.
I can't do a pop socket.
Why?
Although Ashley has figured out that she can take her pop socket and put it on the back of her like water pitcher that she fills her Keurig up with,
Oh,
and make
yeah?
it like a giant tripod and walk around with it.
See? It's the only way to play Pokemon Go. Like, once you've done it, you've caught a few, holding it with the other two fingers, you'll never go back. Because mine actually
Hey,
fell
look at
off. It
see this
came
car,
unstuck, but, you know. Ooh, nice.
like a car,
A
a
little
little hot rod action.
roadster over there.
No, man, I don't play Pokemon. Although she does this app called Marco Polo.
I've heard about this. What is that, though?
Um, it's like a video messaging app. The only thing I had ever heard about it was don't let your kids have it because they'll turn it into like sending bad messages to each other.
Oh, fun.
It's like Snapchat long form, but you can keep the video,
Okay, okay. Makes sense.
which I don't understand Snapchat. Also, did you like randomness? So, an NFL player's wife got arrested for aggravated assault because she used his Snapchat location to
Okay.
find him cheating on her
Good for
with
her, by the
her
way.
with her brother and several other people. Like her brother was involved.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
what?
And she beat him
And
up.
he doesn't want to press charges. He doesn't want to press charges. They're gonna work it out.
That's good. That's good for them. Well, I mean, there's no NFL to really do anything with, so you may as well just drum up a bunch of scandals, you know.
Yeah, I know. They did, however, and listen, I like sports, and we've had this conversation, but I don't know how they talked about the upcoming NFL schedule for 6 hours yesterday, but they did.
Who? Who
They
is
had
they?
the NFL Network talked about the schedule for 6 hours yesterday.
I can see how they could do that.
I don't see how. Like
I
I
know
was
people
watching the
who love
Pat.
sports that much.
I was watching the Pat McAfee show, and he's a punter, and like it's about sports and everything like that. He was like, he was like, he said as a player, he was like, he said I'm a punter. So I didn't. He was like, I didn't even know who we were playing till Tuesday before the week before the game. Like he's like, I have no idea who we're playing. Like he's like, but then again, my game was about a me and a ball. That was it. Like I grabbed the ball, I kicked the ball, and go on. But he was asking, another NFL player was on, and he was asking them, how important is it to know when your schedule is? And all they were saying was it didn't matter who they were playing, it mattered when they were playing where.
Ah,
And
gotcha.
it was like, all right, if you're going to go to Green Bay, Wisconsin in December, it's going to suck. But if you're going to go to Miami in December, you might have a good time.
That's
you
probably
know?
going to be a better temperate climate.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Sorry. I
uh,
know I've rambled about the NFL.
I blacked out for all of that, so you're good. The people who enjoy sports enjoyed it, and I blacked out, so we're
Oh,
we're none
man.
the wiser, you know. I do need to head out though, because I'm about to do another podcast recording, which is fun. It won't be live, and it won't be at a barbershop, which was really fun, by the way. I don't know if it
Was
was
it,
fun for everybody, but
did people comment, or what happened in that?
I was just faking that anyone was commenting and like pretending. No, there were a
No.
couple people, which was fun. Only a couple though. The algorithms are really getting us, I think. But
No.
yeah, we'll be back next week with some more normal or maybe not normal episodes for it. I don't know. Maybe Paul's going to be
Yeah.
driving around delivering Mahalo coffee to people or something.
Oh, I do have a Mahalo shirt on today. I forgot about that. I
I
could
saw
have
that.
cruised up to Mahalo, man. I was real close.
It's a good idea. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll do like a Paul Goes episodes.
All right.
Paul around
That's not
Knoxville.
Paul around town. Hey, listen,
Around
that's not a
town.
bad idea.
That's a good ring
Because
to it too.
because I'm the one that's not fearful to go out.
Exactly.
That's why.
I'm the one who's not leaving my house
You're like, I'm never leaving the
ever.
house.
All right,
All right,
cool.
bro.
That was fun though. Hair looks great, and we'll see you all next week.
All right, man. See you.